Aside from you guys figuring out how women are, and that's just based off of their behavior, their nature, wanting the guys that they can have, being so emotional, etc. So much more I'll break down in a second. So aside from that, other reasons of women realizing that the reality of dating and them not having as much of value as they may thought that they would continue to have is hitting hard. And this goes from facts and statistics because a lot of women are too caught up on I can get whoever I want. I'm still young. I'm still going to look good when I'm young. But the facts of it is that as they get older, things change. Now, Kevin Samuels said it best, and I'm just going based off of what I remember. I remember I seen a clip a while ago, and it said something along the lines of when a woman is at this certain age, I believe one of the ages were 30, and then he said, I believe like 40, and then like maybe like 45 or something. However, once it hit 30, what he explained is that she basically is on sale. And then he wanted to explain that that next age, which is obviously older than 30, she's basically discounted, something along those lines, or even basically she just is on clearance. So if we're using that to compare to the reference of the value of a woman, of course, in sales and let's say in a retail store, that sorts of stuff, we know how it works when something loses value. When something isn't selling, they have to now discount the price. So these rules are applying to women. And yes, let me firstly say, men are realizing this. Y'all, stop falling for games if you're still falling for games. Stop believing or thinking that you have to put up. Stop thinking that this woman is gonna like be the end all be all, etc. Which I'm gonna get into the ranting for y'all in a second. But back to the facts and the statistics. Statistically proven, when women do hit 30, their eggs. Not every woman wants to have kids, but their eggs do lessen. So they lessen as in there's not as much as before, of course. And I believe like maybe they lessen by 30%. I might be mistaken, y'all, but they definitely decrease. And basically by the time a woman is 45, she cannot naturally, most likely, have kids. Like naturally, obviously just if she's doing it with her man, there's other things that she might have to start doing to try to have kids because her eggs are lessened. Now, with that being, or let's just say she's not as fertile. So let me put it like that. With that being said, not every woman wants to be a wife or a mother or have kids again or at all. So that's not the complete truth. The complete truth of it is that women grow in age as we all do. For you guys as men, as you get older and you get better, your age does not matter. As a woman gets older, she actually decreases. The looks fade obviously more and more, but if she still looks better than she even did when she was younger, the facts of it is that that man still can get a woman that is 10 times or 5 times younger than that female, obviously legally. Like, obviously we're not talking about young girls, we're talking about if this guy's like 40 dating like a 30-year-old or a 35-year-old, he can get women in his 20s while he's this age, and he's not worried at this point too. Not only can he get way more women, has way more option, but he's most likely going to be in a better position in life. In other words, dating becomes so easy for fellas at this given time. This is why it's so important and crucial for y'all to lock in, because the more women are realizing the truth of dating, the truth of their reality, like, yes, you are getting older. Yes, men are not going to want you the same as you get older. The harder it hits, the more the feeling doesn't feel great. Well, I wouldn't think so, right? And as a woman, I definitely do not want to be in my 30s or 40s and not married, not having kids. And I'm just saying, obviously God's plan, but that's not going to happen. But God's plan still. I'm just saying this to say, like, the idea of being young, partying, monkey branching, having the whole phase or having it continuously, talking to multiple guys, it has to come to a dead end. Or having these high standards, expectations, and having, let's even say, what's the other word I'm looking for? Double standards, two words, right? So having that catches up to a woman, because the more she's doing this, the more she's stalling on actually finding somebody that's for her, instead of being on the risky side of things and not having anybody at all. A lot of times women be like, dang, I might end up being alone, or I'm just gonna be alone forever, that sorts of stuff. And then some women drift onto, oh, all guys are the same. I'm sure you guys are familiar with these things. And before I continue on, y'all, don't forget to comment your stories or your opinions on this. And of course, if you want a part 2, let it be known. And also, don't forget to join for free on Patreon if you want exclusive content. It will not be on YouTube publicly, but it will if you are a YouTube member. You have to be a member. And if you want to get that exclusive video for free, it will only be on Patreon. So it cannot be posted, because sometimes they're exclusive and explicit content, stuff that I just won't even be talking publicly. We go into details, it gets it's a lot funnier and fun, and it's raw, obviously, because I'm being straight up honest. It's unfiltered, uncut, like these ones, but on the element of what's going on in the bedroom, what do women want, how to lay it down properly, etc., and a lot of other stuff too. So check out the links down below. Consultations per usual are about anything, what you're going through. You want to be heard, want to know how to go moving forward with this woman, want your head space to be cleared, and know your value. Because I will tell you, and a lot of times when I speak to y'all, I love it, because I feel like it's so hard for sometimes you guys to be aware of your own value, because she might have taken that away, or you lost yourself in the process, or something along those lines. And so once more, consultations are about anything. It's not just dating, but it's definitely for sure for you to get back on track in some sort of area, and for me to be here, support you, got you. And yeah, click the link down below, see the different options for y'all. Now let me go back into this topic. I feel like I can talk about for days. So I'll ask y'all a question. What do you think that women are now realizing? And so back to what I also feel like another thing women are realizing is that dating is actually meant more for getting to be serious with a man for women. So for a long time, it has been that women can have so much fun with dating, or hey, like if I'm 35, 40, 45, single, I don't care. Or as I said in the beginning of the video, like I'm gonna always look good, I'm just gonna keep getting better. Again, there's a lot of women that look way better as they actually age, and obviously we know as you age, more wisdom, more knowledge, which is all beautiful, great things that makes it beautiful about aging, makes it great about aging. However, when we're talking about what men desire, and we're talking about on a physical attraction, and also for those guys that do want to have kids, right? A lot of men end up wanting to have kids, like honestly 35 sometimes. And I'm saying this as like the earlier ages, not like let's say 30 or even late 20s. Not every guy is the same, but I'm saying from a lot of the men that I've met, talked to, consultations, emailed, a lot of y'all would rather have kids when you're more secured, especially obviously on a financial aspect, because it would make having kids a lot easier, of course. And then obviously you're trying to grow as a man, and having a kid is a big responsibility. And again, it's a choice thing, but I'm saying you guys still have the option of dating younger, and that does not change. For women, they could try to date younger if that's what the alternative is, but it doesn't always work out that way. And I don't really think it's as pleasurable as it isn't, as a man would have that experience of dating younger. So I'm going to leave this at this, but so much more to touch on. I really like this topic, so you'll see a lot more of it. As I always tell y'all, take care of yourself, so crucial. Remember, everything you're going through is for a purpose, and there is a light at the end of the tunnel. You don't have to see it, you just have to know, keep going each day. And I love y'all. Take care of yourselves. I mean it. It's all worth it. Show up for you the best you can. And if she's stopping you, kick it to the curve. Okay? I love y'all. Bye, y'all. Talk to y'all very much soon.